there is someone I haven't heard of until recently. A few days ago, her name is DC Shoddy. Let's hear what she says, because she's been getting a lot of scrutiny and also praise for this over the last few days.
My name is Seven. I'm 24, and I'm from DC. My body count is 92. My sister. If you could guess a number, what number would you say?
Am I being recorded?
You all been recorded. But you can tell the truth. You can tell the truth.
Why is that girl turned that way?
Maybe in the 40s or the 50s.
All right, let's pause this here. Okay, so she's 24 years old. She got 92 bodies already. What do you think? I think she called somebody and they told her over the phone that they think she's at 40 or 50, but she's more than double that, or just about double that. We'll start with Mickey. Do you think the body count even matters at all? Should this even be a topic?
No, it's fucking irrelevant.
Or do you think she's too low or too high with her number right now, 24?
Body count is fucking irrelevant. And I'll say that because as long as here's the thing, as long as like you are safe and you are clean and you like, you know, you're not getting like people pregnant left and right, I think body count is fucking irrelevant.
All right, cool. So do you think she deserves a husband?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
She might not deserve. She's saying she could not deserve a husband, but it wouldn't be because of the body count. It could be because of another reason why she doesn't deserve a husband.
If you got 92 bodies as a woman, you fucked 92. You fucked 92 demons. You deserve a husband. What world are we living in?
Body count is fucking irrelevant.
This is
2024.
I don't give a shit, and this is why the world's fucked up. The world's fucked up because the way we keep thinking. Keep thinking.
Men be out here with the
You're not a man.
Men be out here with 150 bodies, and they think they just okay. Cool. Flip the narrative then. Flip the fucking narrative.
No, we're not equal. We're not the same.
That's an insane comment.
That's not an insane comment. If war started today, you gonna be on the front line?
Now in 2024, they can draft women. They can draft women in 2024.
But at a small percent. Y'all not 80% in the military. Y'all not 50% in the military. Let's be 100%. If World War III started right now, 90% of these females will run and hide.
And how does that relate to the body count?
Because what you're not understanding is it goes into the concept that men and women are not the same. So men operate that they act like dogs to find the best woman. A woman that acts like a dog is only going to stay around fleas. That's it. 92 bodies is ridiculous. And listen, she's 20. How old is she?
24.
So what that means is, so by the time she's 50, she's gonna have 200-300 bodies. Come on, man. Listen.
If she keeps it
up,
if
a guy wanted to court her and marry her, that is unfair.
Well, no,
and
actually,
unruly.
Real quick before you keep going, she'd be higher because she didn't start having sex when she was born. She just maybe started within the last 5 to 10 years. So once she's 50, if she keeps going, she might be at 500.
This world.
Who cares?
This world is going to...
Who the fuck cares?
And guess what? Y'all say who cares?
Denied.
In 20, 30 years, all the people who shooting up America will be women. I'm telling you. All the school shootings are going to be women.
Allegedly.
All the suicidal is going to be women.
What the fuck?
And I'm going to tell you why. Because women are emotional. If men stop dating women and they don't respect you and they don't court you, women have a reaction. They do it now. So these women say, hey, you still need to open the door for me. You still need to treat me like your mom taught you to treat me. I'm not opening a door with a woman with 92 bodies. I'm not walking and marrying a woman with 92 bodies. It's never going to happen. Ever. The women I deal with, I'll be 100 with you. I'll put a woman on a lie detector test, and you can call me a sexist. Most women I deal with have less than 3 bodies. This is a fact. I'm telling you. And if and women who like me and talk to me, they don't have a problem say, hey, I'll put you on lie detector, you cool with it? They'll do it willingly. Because to me, if a woman likes you, she wants to prove that you're wrong. And then once that's done, she's going to look at you and say, okay, I'm going to look like, damn, I respect this woman. Oh, you want to go somewhere? My treat. You want to do this? My treat. Because you didn't lie to me about something that I care about. I don't think some men care because they don't respect the woman. But if you truly want a husband who's going to die for you, if you truly want a man who's going to give you an experience, because that's what you women look for. Y'all want experience. Y'all want to be with a captain. Y'all want to be with a guy who's willing to die for you. Y'all want to be with a guy who's willing to sacrifice everything for you. That's the love that y'all read about. That's the movies they make about. Y'all want this type of man But this man is not going to take care of a woman with 92 body. He's not, man. It's just not going to happen.
All right.
My grandma did not live and come into a world and work her ass off to give her body and her treasure away to men who don't respect her.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
It comes down to respect. I don't think this woman respects
Most
herself.
men don't know how to respect women.
But yeah, this woman's a Twinkie, period. And that's basically what she is. And men can't respect a Twinkie. And listen, she's going to get a certain type of man. The man she's going to get are guys who are going to keep disrespecting her. She's not going to get the guy. And she might get lucky. She might find a guy who loves her and treat her good. But it's going to be very...
Okay, let's say... I want to ask Mickey something. Let's assume just...
That hurts my soul, bro.
assume-
My soul
Hold
burned.
on.
Y'all don't understand. 92 bodies at 24, that's crazy.
Listen, we don't forget, we had a couple of girls on here like 6 months ago or so.
Not 92.
No, but the girl was 16 and she was at 37. Not the ones on the show, but her friend.
Hold on. Mickey,
So she
do
was
you
probably
approve that? 16?
She says she doesn't care. No, I wanna ask her a question.
Okay, that's cool. But I asked her one question. 16, 32 bodies, is that cool for a woman? If you had a daughter who was 15, 16, would you...
No, I don't think it's cool, but it also goes to the fact that she's also underage.
Okay.
Let's talk about the fact that she's underage.
So
and
say
having
18.
bodies.
So say 18.
Okay. So
18. Let's go 18.
I think let's say 18, okay, and someone has that many bodies. Okay. What did you go through in your childhood to where you feel like you need to over-sexualize yourself in order to receive that validation and that as a woman?
So you're saying it's daddy issues?
No. Okay. All right. Whew. Okay, let me calm down for a second. My thing is, it's like a lot.
No, go ahead. You good. He said daddy issues. It's a saying.
I think a lot of times as women, if we over-sexualize ourselves, there's some unhealed things that we need to work on. And I think it goes back to just like having more resources for mental health too.
So
I'm not saying daddy issues. I'm not saying X, Y, and
I mean,
I'm just saying, like,
I'm going to say it's daddy issues.
I don't think there's anything wrong with having a high body count, but it's kind of like, babe, why are you doing that? Like, let's look a little deeper than that. And to stop shaming women for their body count and to start like providing like resources if they need help.
I think
so. Hold on. So you're saying it does matter?
No, I don't think it does matter. It's just kind
Because
of...
then why would you dig in and find out what happened if it doesn't matter?
I don't think it determines a woman's value. I don't think a woman's body count determines her value.
Listen.
I don't think you can put a value on a
Oh, so you're
person's
saying
life.
got it. So she's saying when it's value. She's saying it matters to find out what happened to cause that.
You're like determining someone's value, quote unquote, by their body count. When so
can I ask you a question?
That's like me saying my life is more...
Can I ask you a question, a real serious question? When has there ever been a queen sat on a throne that was not a virgin or had at least 2-3 bodies? No queen.
Do you know them personally?
No, the history shows you.
No.
Queens
history books don't show us shit.
History books tells you they're virgins. They come to whatever belief
you
God
believe
they
every
believe.
history book?
I believe a lot of history books because back in the day they didn't lie. Today we have more liars today than back in the day. And what I'm gonna tell you is this: no queen sat on a throne with 97 bodies.
I don't think
no queen sat on a throne
they know
with 10
that for a
bodies.
fact.
I'm telling you, these women was watched till they was 16, 17, till they was courted off to a husband so they can build a kingdom. These women was trained by the highest level of teachers.
So do you think because there's no queens anymore that this is happening now?
I think people forget our nature of what we are and how we built our societies. And our societies in the next 30, 40 years is going to be destroyed. And it's already happening because nobody's respecting each other. Women ain't respecting men. Men not respecting women. Children killing their own family members. And women are on all type of medicine by the time they're 35 to 40. And they're stressed. Most women are lonely.
Allegedly.
So like 60% of women are by themselves and they rather be independent. And there's nothing wrong with that. But
because men don't know how to act.
Well, you can keep saying it's men, but women are the gateway to sex. And to me, if you control sex, it's your fault. And guess what? I truly believe there's men out here that manipulate women. They are womanizers. They're liars. But a woman must figure this out. This is why a father is important. This is why we say women have daddy issues. Because a man who's a good father would teach his daughter how to vet a man, how to look for the best man, not the weakest. And this is proving a fact that why women go out and choose bad decisions of the man they sleep with or they date is because nobody's telling them what man to look for. If you was with a girl right now and you knew this guy was a player, and he has nothing but 100 bitches and he has diseases, and this is your best friend, you're not going to protect her and say, hey, watch out.
Of course I am.
Okay, that's how fathers operate. That's how a man operates. That's how a captain operates.
That's how real men operate.
But that's what I'm saying. So that's what
a
I'm saying.
lot of men
So
out
you're
here
both
aren't
blaming
real
men.
men.
So you're both blaming
I blame
men, right?
men.
Blaming men.
Okay,
That's
got
what
it.
it comes
listen,
down to men.
I
That's
blame,
what I'm hearing.
But listen, I blame men, but who is the gateway to sex? It ends with the female. If you know this guy has 17 baby mothers and you still let him insert himself into you, he's no longer the issue. You are. And that's what the problem is. You can't be fucking Future and saying I'm gonna have an opportunity or going at Drake knowing that what the result's gonna be, because women think of it sexually.
Okay, so why do Future and Drake act this way?
Because they're men and they have hundreds of women coming at them.
Okay,
So
but
they're
like,
taking
who raised
advantage.
them?
It doesn't about that. Men operate different. If you're a celebrity and you're a guy, a man's gonna take what he gets. Most men don't get that. I would say 90% of men don't live a life like Drake. So
I would say a lot of weak men operate that way.
no, but these are community dicks that get community
Weak
pussy.
men are community dicks.
But listen, who wants a man who fucking everybody?
That's what I'm
But
saying.
but if I fuck 3 high quality women and they good women and they're not sleeping around, I'm winning. I'm not losing. I'm not sleeping with hoes and thoughts or women who just want to be out there for material bullshit. I'm looking at women who want to be queens and be in positions and not look at the world as it is towards all these ignorant people. Y'all want to be in the clubs fucking the same niggas? That's your choice. You want to fuck the security guard? That's your choice. You want to fuck the promoter? That's your choice. Where's the advantage you're getting? You fucking these rappers, nothing's happening. You better be doing what these girls doing, going after these NBA players because they dumb as rocks. Obviously, you can at least get pregnant and get a check. But all I'm saying to you is no girl should have 92 bodies at 24. And no, this woman does not deserve a husband. She doesn't deserve love. She's a worker.
Denied.
She's a sex worker. If y'all got 92...
So you're saying, hold on, let's pause there. You're saying sex workers don't deserve husbands.
I'm saying this. To the average man, if I'm making $100 million or $1 million and I'm in a position of power, I am not going to want a woman that has 10 bodies, 15 bodies, or 20 bodies that I'm going to court as a wife.
So you're saying
That's it.
she'll get a husband, but just a broke one? Is that what you're
That's
trying to
what
say?
it is. Y'all not going to get the guys. Yes.
Well, he said if I'm worth $100 million. So
I'm not.
So what I'm
Guys
saying
who
is-
have money and position of power, they're not going to marry a woman like this. This is why we telling women, you could do what you want. If you want to go fuck 100 men, that's your choice. I'm not saying that's bad, but just understand you're not going to get the guy you truly want, the guy that's going to protect you, the guy that's going to look out for you. That's all we're saying. So if a woman want to go out and have a whole bunch of body, that's her choice.
I think that's what you're saying. I don't think that's
It's
all
proven.
men.
It's proven. Go look at all the women with all these body counts. They're 40, 35 years old,
I don't
single.
think body count matters.
That's
Here's the
because
thing,
you don't think it matters. But in the reality, if you go look at the average woman that's 35 single with a high body count, she's by
I don't
herself.
go up to dudes and be like, what's your body count? And that determines.
Because a man doesn't matter.
No. Oh, so.
Because you don't look at a man's past. You look at a man's future. If I told you, you're going to meet a guy who's rich today, but hold on, he's going to be on fentanyl and he's going to destroy your life in 10 years, would you stay with that guy? You look at a man's future. Me as a man, I look at a woman's past. I need to know what you do.
So
What's up
if
to.
I was going to end up on drugs in 10 years and destroy your life, that's irrelevant because you're only looking at my
No,
past.
because listen, I could change that so I could change that as a man. Listen. If you said that theory to me as a man, I could position myself.
I don't think you can change anyone unless they want to change themselves.
But
and that's what it comes down
But
to.
guess what? And I agree with that. This is why I will never court a 304. This is why I will never court a woman with 92 bodies, because if a woman has that, she's only a sex option. She's only a Tuesday.
I don't think that is.
That's
a
All right, I have
fair
a question.
argument.
Do we think Future has a lot high body count, the rapper Future?
Do we think he has a high body
Yeah,
count?
would you guys agree he does?
Yeah,
Okay.
probably.
So
I
let's
mean,
say,
I don't know the guy. Who knows?
Well, let's assume he does.
Future got 10 bodies.
Okay.
It goes back
My-
to
well, my question
innocent
is-
until proven guilty. You got no evidence on this shit.
My
So,
question is,
as
would you
far as I know,
would you call him a hypocrite if he did have a high body count and he said this?
belongs to the streets.
yes.
What do you think this
Fuck
means?
She belongs
Yes.
to the streets.
What does she belong to the
She
streets
belongs to
mean?
the streets.
Do we know what that means? What he's trying to say when he said that?
Women with a high body count.
Okay, so he's a hypocrite then, because
Yes.
he's got a high body count.
She belongs to the streets.
So,
And why is he telling a woman with a high
women-
body count needs to
women-
go to the streets? Why can't she be in the house?
So once again, it comes back to women and men thinking that they're on the same level.
We are.
Okay.
Loving.
And society's proven wrong. DNA's proven wrong that we're not. We're different. Completely different. Men and women are not interested in the same things. We don't have anything we're interested in. We don't like the same things. And I will argue that most men lie to you about everything. They'll lie to you that they like you. They'll lie to you that they want to be with you. They'll lie to you about the future until you figure it
And
out
they get
yourself.
mad when we give the same energy.
But guess what? A man can move on, right? Reset himself, but you already gave him something. He took something from you. You didn't take anything from him. He took a piece of you, and it adds up to a body count. And what I will argue is the more a woman goes up in her body count, the more her soul is getting ripped. And because, listen, love is rare. I think you can agree to this. You don't fall in love with everybody you see. Love is rare. Friendships are rare. You must value them. And if you're giving your treasure to men who are worthless and don't deserve it, why would I court a woman who just gave her treasure to a man who don't even respect her?
Because I don't think body count determines your worth as a person.
And
I think that's the stupidest argument.
some
So that's where
women-
the disagreement is.
So
That's
yeah,
it.
and I
That's it.
disagree. And I say for some women, you're right. But for most women, you can see where we are in today's day, where 40-year-old women on TikTok or Instagram
You know what's
operate.
crazy?
Yeah.
Here's what's crazy to me. These men shame these women for being OnlyFans girls, 304s, strippers, all this shit. Who the fuck is keeping this industry alive? It's the men. But yet they're over here shaming
Agreed.
these women, being like, I can't
I
wife
agree.
a
To the
no,
streets.
no, I can't wife a hoe.
We
Who
agree.
the fuck is keeping the industry
But
alive?
these are simps. These are men you don't respect.
Mm.
Hold on. Listen,
You're telling me you don't go to the strip club and spend money?
I have, but
Okay.
but listen, I don't knock a stripper. If that's your industry in it. But I will tell you this, I'm gonna be honest with you. The men that you speak of,
You understand strippers, 304s,
listen,
OnlyFans
but the men
models,
you
they are
speak
under
of,
the same
but
umbrella.
listen, but the men you speak of are weak individual men. You're right.
Keeping
Women,
sex work alive.
hey, but listen, we know
The oldest
from the
industry in
age
the world.
13.
Well, I think he's talking about actually going through with sex, not just
Okay, so
dancing and then
okay,
not
so
having sex.
let me finish, please, lovingly. Under the same umbrella of sex work, you have OnlyFans, 304s, strippers, phone sex people, cam models, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, even to certain people, bottle girls could even be considered under that umbrella because of how they're sexualized in the club.
Okay.
These men, okay, that you say are keeping these industry alive, paying for sex. Sex work is the oldest industry in the world.
Correct.
It will never die. It will never go
But
anywhere.
it's not. It's,
Therefore, it's all under the same umbrella. You're saying you went to the strip club, spent money, paid for some, paid some girl's rent, hypothetically, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Strippers are under the same sex work umbrella as a 304. Just because you're not paying for pussy, you're still paying for
I
something.
mean, every man pays
Well,
for
hold
pussy.
on
Okay.
though. Wait.
So-
We don't know if she's a sex worker. You're calling her a sex worker.
My
but
point is,
she
who
might
the
have just
fuck cares?
right. She's not. She's
I'm not
got
calling
the
her a
bodies
sex
off.
worker.
My thing is, you're saying, Sims,
Listen
beta
to me,
males,
listen to me, listen to me.
You spent
the
money
whole,
under
whole-
the same umbrella.
The whole point of what you're making is, it's men, and I agree with you. But I'm gonna get back to my point. You said what you said. I'm gonna say what I say. These men are simps. These are the men you don't respect and you don't want. You must understand. Every day you go outside, looking the way you look. 90% of men are invisible. You don't even see them. Those are the men that's paying for mostly all the women in the strip club. 90% of men who go to strip club are married. They're not satisfied or do they like their wives. That's why they're in the strip club. They don't want to go home to an evil as arguing bitch. So they go to the strip club and spend some of their money and they give her some to shut the fuck up. And they only stay with that woman because the children, or it's safe to keep her, than go broke. Because being by yourself is even harder than America. This is why people are forced to be together. Now, let's get into the sex workers. These women who go out and sexualize themselves and think they still can get a husband when they out here fucking men and don't have no rules.
Well, according to her umbrella, doesn't mean they're fucking them. Like,
Listen,
for example,
but I'm talking about the women who admit to this. There's women
no,
who,
but just because you're a stripper doesn't mean you had 92
who
bodies.
said a stripper.
That's not what we're
Like,
talking about.
What
So
the
don't.
fuck are we talking about strippers?
Because
Hold
she
on.
said
You're not
you
listening,
put it
bro.
under the same umbrella.
I
didn't put
just
it under the
said
same
sex
umbrella.
worker. We didn't say I'm off strippers.
We're talking about this woman on the video.
Bro, what I'm telling you is the 92 bodies is where we at. And how disrespectful it is for a woman to get there. She's saying it doesn't matter about 92 bodies. It's a woman, who she is, how her character is.
No, hold on, wait real quick. She said she would ask her a question on why she's doing that, so it matters, but it doesn't determine her value, is what she's saying. So it's two different things. She's saying it matters, like, why are you doing that? Let's find out what the root of you having sex with so many people is coming from. But at the same time, whether you're doing that or not, your values is
It goes
not
back
dependent
to,
on
like,
that. It's dependent on something
even
else.
if you are a 304 and you're making money from it, because a lot of girls will be like, well, I'm doing it for the money. Okay, but like, let's talk about the mental damage that comes with that. And
Exactly.
that's okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with being a 304, but like, baby, like, you got to understand, like, you know, the mental health issues that can arise.
It is when
with
you get a
it.
22-year-old boy that's worth $100 million, and guess what? You're not looking at him for his true value. You're looking at him for his money. Sex workers, women with high body counts, only go for men with certain tier type of men. You're not gonna let any guy just sleep with you. So you're going for a certain type of man, the guy who doesn't want to be with you. That's why the body count keeps rising. Now, is there women who just sex a guy because they want to have sex?
Yeah,
because
she
they
didn't
like
have
him?
92
Cool,
boyfriends.
Cool, that's cool.
She maybe had like
That's
5
great.
boyfriends. The
But
other
what it
ones were
is
just
the
one-night
guy
stands.
that the women truly want, the guy that truly wants protection from, that guy doesn't want a woman with 92 bodies. And for a woman, if she keeps her body count lower and she values her vagina and her stuff, she's going to be more successful in the future. I'm telling you. And if you disagree with that, we will see in another 20, 30 years, because right now in the last 10 years, women have had the highest sex rate. They out fucking men at a high rate. And I'm telling you, when they're 35, 40, I'm telling you, I talk to women.
Well, it's easier for a woman
That's
to get
older.
sex. That's why. It makes
I
sense
talk to a
me.
lot of beautiful women that's older. I have a high follow. I meet a lot of women. And these women go to their medicine cabinet. These women own every fucking drug you can think of. And I don't think it's fair. I don't think a woman should be on them drugs. I don't think it's fair. I don't think a woman, you said mental health. These women, why would a woman want to be put through that for a bag? Why would you want to go through all that shit for money or just to sleep with a whole bunch of men? Because there's going to be a reckoning.
Because we are taught that we need male validation as women in order to feel worthy of
by sex.
That is a form of validation sometimes.
My
yes.
validation is for me, the validation as a woman is how you treat yourself as a woman and be respectful.
I agree, but then it comes down to, okay, you want to say fathers are supposed to raise them, so it comes down to men.
But this comes down, not correct. Thank you. And guess what? Now we throw a shot to you. Haru kick. And guess what? Who's the provider of opening their legs? The men are this is why I said men lie and manipulate. Listen, women, these niggas are lying to you about everything.
We've been knowing.
Okay? But you still give them the pussy. That's the problem. You know this nigga got 10 baby daddies. Why are you still fucking him? You know it. Unless he's giving you a lifestyle, then you can accept certain things. But the bums are not winning. They're just knocking you up and running. And this is the problem. That's all I'm saying. You move on. A guy lies to you, you move on to the next guy. He lies to you. You went 6 niggas and they all lied, and then you saying it's men. Stop having sex. Close your legs and don't do nothing, and then the right guy will show up because he's going to respect you and say, damn, this is not easy. But after 92 bodies, she has no right at all. That's just crazy to me. But now listen, y'all women do what you want to do. You think you're going to find love at 92 bodies, 50 bodies, 30 bodies, and he's going to be a great man?
So we're gonna close this out because we're way over. I'm gonna ask Mickey one question just to end it. Do you think if it's a fact that most men think like what he's saying right now, let's say most men have the mentality that he has.
High value men.
No, let's just say
no.
Let's just all 80% of men believe it does depend. Your value does depend on how many bodies.
Great question.
Let's just say that.
Great question.
Do you think a woman should adapt to that standard and keep a lower body count, or you still think it wouldn't matter if it was true?
I just think like we need to ask men the same question because like respectfully, like
what is that question?
Why are you like? I mean, it goes back to like
so you're saying
men lose value too. Men lose value too.
So from a woman's point of view, men lose value
I've
too.
Seen,
Okay,
I've seen men fuck with the baddest bitches, and then they go and fuck some. No.
Because
men lose value too. So if we're using the same mentality, ask men the same thing.
Let me tell you something.
So they have the same standards, men and women, is what she's saying.
Super thanks. This show's about to end, but this is an important subject.
Super thanks.
We're over. It's your boy Cash Money Dream Podcast. Like and subscribe, follow us. The show's about to end, but I'm gonna end this in 1 minute. Let me explain something to you. If a woman sleeps with a man, right? She's releasing some type of energy. When you go to a club, do you sleep with any guy you see?
No.
Okay. Can you look in the camera and say that?
No.
Okay, look at me. That means a man has to work to get that body, correct?
Yeah.
Can you look in the camera and say that?
Yes.
Okay, now look at me. If a woman just easily gives it, what did the man do for that?
I think it's her choice,
It is her
whether he
choice.
did something or not.
Okay, so guess what?
But he's asking, is it a good choice or a bad choice she
I
made
think
by
it's
doing
a
that?
choice she made, and that's
Is it a good or bad choice?
she can determine whether it was a good or a bad choice.
And it's determined.
I don't think that's up to
So hold
us
on,
to
let me
determine
finish.
that for her.
So let me finish. So it's determined, but let me finish. I truly believe a man can sleep with an ugly woman and sleep with a beautiful woman, and he doesn't feel nothing. Man can sleep with an ugly woman and go back to his wife, and he will appreciate his wife completely because we are now emotional connected to sex. Fucking to us is like pissing. But I will argue, every time a woman has sex with a man, she has a physical connection because she has to truly like the guy to get aroused and to get horny.
I don't think this one with 92 bodies has it that way.
That's why I'm trying to prove. This is what I'm trying to prove. If you lose that ability where you can get aroused and feel something for a man sexually, like this is my guy. Trust me, when a woman's loyal, she's tunnel vision. She don't see another man.
I agree with that. Absolutely.
But how do you? But if you've been slept with 60 or 72 men or 92 men, that takes away that energy of this. I don't think you have the same.
I don't think that's true.
Love is listen.
I don't think that's
I don't
true.
think a woman at 92 bodies can fall in love with a man.
I don't think that's true.
You
I think only a woman with 92 bodies can answer that question. So
yeah,
unless
like,
we have
it's not
a
up
woman
to
with
us to
92
even answer
bodies,
that. Yeah, it's not even up to us.
you
to
might be
answer
right.
that.
She might agree with you, but we need to get a woman
To be
with 92
determined.
bodies on
Hey.
the show to ask that question.
Hey, this
I'm
show.
not her.
Listen.
So
Hold on. You got 92 bodies?
definitely not.
All right. So listen.
Denied.
I'm a virgin.
Oh, yeah,
Actually,
yeah, well,
I'm a virgin.
Yeah.
Stop the cap.
Hey guys, what's good? It's your boy Cash, Cash Money Dream Podcast. Thank you for watching. Make sure you guys click over here to subscribe, and to watch more, click over here. And to keep this production going, because we're doing a lot of crazy work, make sure you guys on the bottom of the video do super thanks. We appreciate it. It's your boy Cash, Cash Money Dreams. We out of here.